Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Hidden Dunes for October 2021. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Happy fall season. I want to get right into pricing this month. I know for those of you who've watched some of these videos, I spent a lot of time talking about the overall condo market and trying to understand market trends. But I want to get just specifically into pricing here for you this month. Valuations are pretty heavy on my mind right now between now and the end of the year, especially for our past customers. We like to send out a updated valuation of the property that you own in our market. Prices have changed so much in the last year and a half that for those of you who haven't looked at a specific valuation recently, we like to provide that for you. It's free. There's no commitment or anything. I just know there's a lot of information out there. You see a lot of different numbers on a lot of different websites. And so I just like to interpret it down to really what's happening and try to get simple for you. So taking a look at the overall condo market, for those of you who have been watching this, remember we've been talking for the last 6 months. At the end of every month, and the red line represents this in this chart, at the end of every month, we've had more condos for sale than we did the previous month. With the beginning of the pandemic back here, we really drifted down, and month over month, there were fewer and fewer condos available for sale. Buyers had fewer and fewer choices. Then the last 6 months, even though we've had very, very tight supply, not a lot of choices out there, at the end of every month, we've had a few more choices for buyers, a few more choices, a few more units for sale. So now we've had 6 months of this running up. That trend keeps going. At some point, the supply, we have too much supply, which if we're there too long, that's when you start to see prices come back down a little bit. I was encouraged to see that we actually went a different direction this month. At the end of October, we actually had fewer condos for sale than we did the previous 2 months. We're still very much in seller market territory when you look at the months of inventory. There are not a ton. This is a Hidden Dunes specifically. There are not a ton of units in Hidden Dunes, and so we're not going to see quite the steady trend. But you can see generally that's there's a bit of a trend there. Especially we're in a much stronger market for sellers than we were January or July, August of 2020. There was a December, January of this year. A little more inventory than we've seen recently, but you're only talking about a couple of different units. So specifically for you, last month, unit 1803 closed for $850,000. 2 units on the market for sale right now. 804, which is a really pretty unit, is for sale for $925 is the asking price. 1202, the asking price is $950,000. 804, in fact, if you're interested in a garage space, there would be a space in the garage available also if you wanted to purchase that separately. Couple big takeaways here, really. The overall condo market is very healthy. We're not slipping into too much supply just yet, which would put a damper on prices. Again, if you want a custom valuation from me, I can give you a very general one. On my pricing strategies, I know there are not a lot of units there that we just looked at, but I have some specific ideas on where you may want to be if you were putting your property up for sale, whether it's in Hidden Dunes or anywhere else. I like to give a range. Again, what's the go price? What if we were going to sell it today, what would we put it out at? If we wanted to test the market, but we wanted to be sold in a reasonable amount of time, we might put it here. And then here's the very top end, super aggressive price, but possibly going to still get something done. Here's the high end of where we think we could test things in a market that's very good. Remember, there are a lot of people already looking for condos for next season, believe it or not. Experienced condo owners, especially if they're going to do anything with rentals, are already looking at trying to have a closing in the next few months so they can make sure and get everything ready for next rental season. I know it's short this time, but just wanted to give you an update on where things were in the market, Hidden Dunes specifically. Hope you guys found this helpful. Just hit this little free condo valuation button on the wherever it is on the video, and I'll get that set up for you. Again, there's no don't feel you're not obligated to work with me. It's just trying to interpret the data for you and get you something that makes some sense. Hope you're well. Stay safe. We'll be back next month with some more market information for you. Thanks.